What's going on, everyone? Merry Christmas Eve. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy, being happy, holly, jolly, all those things. It's that time of year. If you're not feeling well and you had to take a COVID test, flu, RSV, or some other virus, I hope you have tested negative, but get some answers for what that virus is. And if you did test positive for any of the viruses listed, I hope you have a full and speedy recovery with no long-term issues and no long COVID issues. It is time now for the Christmas Eve edition of the Virus Update for Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2024. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. You've clicked on to the channel that gives you updates on all these viruses that can make us sick. Chances are you may have clicked on this video because you or someone you know is sick right now. Let's face it, there's a lot of people sick right now. I've been watching the views on my updates here. They've been going back up again. Now, they went way up in the summertime, then they dropped. Now they're back up again. Why? Well, because more people are sick right now. And when more people are sick, they want to know what the heck is going on. They click on content like this. Chances are you just did. I know when I'm out and about, I was out and about a little bit earlier. It is Christmas Eve. Places are absolutely mobbed. I was masked. And yeah, there's a lot of people sick right now. I saw a little kid that was in a real flimsy cloth mask coughing. I said, whoa, I better get away from this. It's just absolutely insane. So, want to stay informed with all these viruses? Subscribe down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's try for 200 like button hits today. Maybe harder to do because it's Christmas Eve. Don't know how many people are actually going to watch today's update. But, hey, if you could hit that like button, it helps me in the algorithm and pushes this out to more people. Of course, share this with anyone you know. And leave your comments down below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. It is supposed to notify you of my latest updates. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Let me know down below. Is it doing that now? For a while there, it stopped doing that. Alrighty, we have just a few news stories today. We're going to take a look at a little bit of data. Maybe a couple of wastewater sites. Not going to make this a terribly long video today. My goal is 15 minutes. Could it go over? It may. Alrighty. Starting off here, yesterday there was a news announcement that came out that former President Bill Clinton was hospitalized after developing a fever. And he was just hospitalized for observation. Turns out he was treated for the flu. Well, he has now been released from the hospital. And apparently, he's alert and talking, and apparently he's okay. Now, the average person would not be hospitalized for that. But he is former President Bill Clinton, after all. In California, we do have a problem that just continues to get worse. And now it has spread to LA County. LA County reports its first human case of bird flu. This person did have contact with livestock. Therefore, they are dealing with a bird flu patient. So, yeah, it's continuing to get out of hand. And I'm going to tell you this. I'll show you this now, actually. I did make a change today. Let's refresh this. I did make a change to one of the threads that already existed on my site. And this thread started off as a case of bird flu in a child in California. Well, I have now converted this thread over to a tracking thread just for the state of California. California gets its own thread because, well, things have really gotten bad in California. And there will also be a separate thread for the rest of the United States. Should a state get really bad, well, then that would get its own thread as well. You get the idea here. I'm tracking this. I'm archiving this. We'll be able to go back in time, say maybe 5 years from now, and look back upon this on my website, because my website will exist for as long as I can keep it running. And it will always be free to you. Anyone can sign up. Anyone can join in the conversation on these type threads. Alrighty. Moving on now. I do believe we have more bird flu news. Yes, we do. This did not make it to the thread yet. I will add this a little later. 2 more cats in California have died from H5 bird flu, according to Santa Barbara County. It's unknown how they were infected. It follows the death of 4 other cats in Los Angeles. So, yeah, this is getting rather interesting. And remember before, just so you know, that a case of bird flu today, or well, yesterday reported in Los Angeles was the first in a human. They have had cats that had H5 bird flu, H5N1 bird flu. All right, I wanted to show you this. There is a measles alert for Victoria, and apparently someone who was dealing with measles could potentially be a risk for exposure, and it does look like they went through the Melbourne airport. Remember, this is in Australia. All right, moving on now to this. The Minnesota Department of Health is reporting a spike in norovirus outbreaks across the state. A spokesperson says they are seeing double the amount compared to the typical year. They already have had more than 40 outbreaks. That's quite a few. We are at the end of the year. Who knows, maybe one or two more might get reported before this year is done. The viral activity levels in Canada are as follows. Moderate for COVID-19. Flu A is moderate. Flu B is low. And RSV is running high at this time. Taking a look now at what is going on with air qualities, we do have some problem spots in the west, and we do have a few problem spots in the mid-Atlantic, or at least we did last I checked. Oh yes, that is still a thing. And in fact, the Northeast and portions of the Midwest are now dealing with problems as well for air quality. Not terrible on the West Coast, but there are still a few bad spots here and there. Want to learn more about the climate and weather? You can do that over on my Climate Data Report YouTube page. I did post a video there yesterday. Not sure if I'm going to do a video today. I may. If not, I'll do one, yes, on Christmas Day itself. The weather doesn't stop. And you're probably wondering, is there going to be a virus update on Christmas Day? Not sure about that. If I do end up finding news stories, I haven't done any research this evening. This is all stuff I found last night, or, well, this morning. If I do find some stuff and tweet it out this evening, yeah, maybe we'll do a Christmas Day video tomorrow. I don't know. Is it really necessary? If not, we'll rejoin you on Thursday. There's not a lot of data right now, I can tell you that much. All right, here in Philadelphia, EMS calls, 769 EMS calls were reported for Monday. And I do just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the paramedics, the emergency department workers, yes, fire department workers too, police, anyone out there who has to work on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, any of the holidays, Hanukkah, New Year's coming up. I know it's a busy time for you guys right now, especially for EMS and hospitals. I mean, a lot of people are sick right now. People need EMS. Last year, there was a place in rural Pennsylvania, Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania, near, my grandparents grew up near there, or lived near there. We used to go up there. But I recall last year they posted on Facebook how many calls there were. And I can't remember a precise number, but it was a tremendous number of calls. So you guys are really busy right now. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being there for us when we are down on our luck, when we're sick, when we need you guys. You're there for us. Thank you so much. All right, moving on, doing a live look in at Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Not terribly busy, but there are 13 calls right now. Respiratory emergencies, one of them, and just a mixture of other calls. Taking a look at Cheshire County, Pennsylvania, and it does look like, yep, there are some calls right now. Stroke, respiratory difficulty, overdose, unconscious person, hypotension, heart problems, falls, hypotension again. Yeah, there's calls out there. I mean, people getting sick, people having emergencies does not stop over the holidays. So once again, thank you for everything that you guys do. Taking a look in at what's going on with Pennsylvania hospitals, and we are seeing yellow at a few of them. Let's click on one. Emergency department overcrowding at Wellspan, York, and no divert at this time. Sorry, folks. My voice is still messed up. I feel absolutely fine. I'm not even coughing as much as I normally do today. But yet, for some reason, my voice is just messed up. I know someone's going to say it sounds fine, but to me, I know what my voice is. This is not my normal voice. It's just all messed up. Taking a look here, we also do have a problem at Mainline Health Bryn Mawr Hospital. I believe this used to be called Paoli Hospital, but I guess it changed recently. Maybe I missed that news story. I'm usually pretty well upkept with what's going on here in southeast Pennsylvania. High patient volume, emergency department overcrowding. Does not say divert, but that's not good. Emergency department at St. Luke's Upper Bucks. This is in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Emergency department is near capacity at this time. That's not a good thing. Lehigh Valley, Hicktown Oaks, behavioral health issue there. St. Luke's Anderson's near capacity again. Yeah, there's St. Luke's Easton, emergency department at capacity. Emergency department at St. Luke's Monroe campus is at capacity. You could go to the hospital next to there, Lehigh Valley, Pocono, and that is green at this time. So, yeah, several hospitals in Pennsylvania dealing with problems at this time. All right, New Jersey. Looks like we do have a couple specialty reports. I'm not seeing anything say full divert. That is a good thing. I am seeing STEMI divert at Southern Ocean Medical Center at this time. Alrighty, drum roll please. We need to do a refresh of the Pennsylvania dashboard because I haven't. And hopefully we won't see any red. Hopefully we'll see less orange. Well, both of my hopes are wrong. We are seeing orange and yikes, we are seeing red, which means large increase for wastewater. So let's go through these wastewater sites, shall we? First off, we are seeing orange in Lehigh County, Pennsylvania. That means COVID is going upward. This wastewater here, this is for COVID. Red is large increase, orange is increase. No change is that yellowish color. Decrease is light blue. Large decrease is dark blue. So, yeah, orange at this time. Lehigh County is seeing a small increase. We're also seeing a large increase in Chester County. That's not good. In fact, is that Chester County site number 2? Let me click on that and see what it actually shows. You can't see this, but yeah, it is rising at this time. That's not good. And while we're at it, I do want to check on Montgomery County. Again, you will not be able to see this. It dropped and now it's starting to rise once again. So there are rises going on with some wastewater sites in Pennsylvania. York County is seeing an increase. Franklin County is now seeing an increase. That is new. And in Allegheny County, it looks like McKeesport is seeing an increase at this time. But we are seeing insufficient data at some places. Center County is coming up with insufficient data. And we do see decreases in northwest Montgomery County. That is good to see. Pottstown area is seeing a decrease at this time. All right, Walgreens for this week did see an increase in the COVID positivity rate, and the national positivity rate this week was 15.5%. The prior week was 15.2%. That's a difference of up 0.3%. Total tests, 6,934. The prior week was 5,399. Kansas, the positivity rate is 27.2%. That is up by 7.9% from 19.3%. Total test, 92 versus 57. And in Mississippi, the positivity rate is 9.4%. That is up by 1.3%. 53 tests versus 37. In Georgia, the positivity rate is 9.7% versus 11.2%. That's down by 1.4%. Total tests, 308 versus 251. Indiana, the positivity rate is 25.9%. Difference of up 3.6%. Prior week was 22.3%. And the total test, 158 versus 130. New York State, the positivity rate actually dropped, but testing did go up too. The positivity rate is 23.6% versus 28.9%. Difference of down 5.3%. Total test, 208 versus 149. That would signal that there is no rapid rise in New York State right now. And we're going to see some more New York State data in just a moment. Out in Utah, the positivity rate is 14.8%. The prior week was 10.9%. That's a difference of up 3.9%. Total test, 27 versus 46. And let's go up to Minnesota. We'll end on a good note with Walgreens. 18.8% positivity rate. The prior week is 22.7%. Difference of down 3.9%. Total test, 101 versus 97. And if you want to make it an even better note, other years with this positivity tracker, we were seeing red throughout the board. We were hardly even seeing any sites that were dropping. So that is some good news. And you know what? I should do one more place. Missouri. We don't get enough data for you. 19.1% positivity rate. The prior week was 19.7. That is down by 0.5%. Testing did go up 162 versus 127. Still ended on a positive note there with Walgreens. Alright, let's take a look at just a couple wastewater sites. We'll do maybe 3 or 4. How about that? Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see what's going on there. Oh my. Your COVID levels are rapidly rising at this time. And RSV is listed high, as is COVID. RSV, most recent update dropped some, but overall you are rising. Influenza A is, wow, rapidly rising. You went from nothing to 116 pathogens, now back down to 86.9. That will correct itself. Influenza B is low, HMPV is low, Norovirus is high, and overall rising. And hepatitis A has been detected a few times. Taking a look now, let's stay in the South for a moment. Let's see what's going on in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go down to Utoy Creek and see what we can see there. And these levels are not calculated, but it looks like COVID overall is slowly rising. RSV was rising, now it's starting to drop some. Influenza A is dropping some. Influenza B is low, HMPV is low. Norovirus not calculated at this time. And there was a detection of Mpox back in October. Hepatitis A, that last detection was back in October. Let's go out to the West Coast. Let's check in on Las Vegas, shall we? What is going on in Viva Las Vegas? And in Las Vegas, COVID overall is medium. Did drop some on the most recent update. We'll have to see how that corrects. RSV is slightly rising. Wow. Influenza A is just rapidly, really taking off in Las Vegas. Influenza B is low, HMPV is low. Norovirus, your level is really high at this time. Let's also do a stop in the Northeast. Where should we go in the Northeast? Let's see. Let's see what's going on in Dover, New Hampshire. And wow, Dover, New Hampshire, take a look at this. Not one, but multiple updates have gone higher here at this wastewater site for COVID. So either a ton of people are sick with COVID right now, or it's a combination of that and someone is just really shedding a lot of virus into the wastewater, which, yes, that actually can happen. RSV at this time, high and rapidly rising. Kind of seeing a theme here. Influenza A, I don't know why that's listed at low. It should be listed at moderate, medium, or high, because other wastewater sites, that same level is coming up at high. Norovirus at this time, close to 100,000 pathogens. That is not good. HMPV is low. Influenza B, that's rising as well. That's almost near medium at this point. No Mpox and no hepatitis A at this wastewater facility. All right, taking a look at some CDC data. XEC does rule the way at 45%. KP 3.1.1 is at 24%. LP 8.1 is up and coming. It's at 8%. MC.1 is at 5% at this time. We'll take a look and review the rest of the CDC data in the next update. New York State, 585 people tested positive on the new update, and there is a surprise, a good surprise. Look at this. Number of people hospitalized actually dropped in New York State. Surprise, it's some good news. 581 patients hospitalized and 51 people in the ICU at this time. Virginia, I wanted to give you an update there, but like will probably be the case with a lot of states this week, their dashboards won't update again until the 31st. It says next update. They're actually going to update on New Year's Eve, but not Christmas Eve. Make it make sense. But hey, I get it. It is the holidays. It's just a surprise that they would actually update on New Year's Eve. Alrighty, folks, that's all I have for you today. We may have an update tomorrow. We may not. If I find a ton of news stories, I'll jump on here and record an update tomorrow. It'll be a short one, but I will record an update tomorrow if I find news stories. If not, I'll see you again on Thursday. And remember, please have a safe, happy, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new, subscribe down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Share this video with anyone you know. And of course, leave your comments down below. I'll see you all again next time. Hopefully it is actually Thursday, meaning that I don't find a lot of news stories, but who knows what will happen. Take care, everyone. Merry Christmas. See you all again next time. Thanks for watching.